Hey, everybody, it's One Touch Media, Community Bricklayers. And without further ado, we want to spotlight Chester High School's seniors, Chester High School's junior city council members, Delaware County, Pennsylvania's police officers, as they forge together to bridge the gap with a conversation piece called Conversations with Cops. We want to thank the mayor, city council members to invite us and welcome us with open arms as we sat through and listened to the dialogue that took place with the upperclassmen of Chester High School and the police officers and the staff. Let's listen in.
And we're going to talk about what you can do, what we all can do to work collaboratively to help our community be a better place. You guys are young adults now. We selected the seniors because we felt you had the maturity level to be able to have this discussion. You're not in the 9th grade. You're about to graduate and go out into the world. And we value your feedback. We want to work collaboratively with our young people to try to make the community a better place.
Yes. Do y'all feel like why we angry though? Because we feel like we gotta protect ourselves from the people that's supposed to be protecting us. We 17 and 18, we seen stuff that we should have never seen. You know? Like it's getting to a point where why people feel like why should I trust y'all when I done seen somebody die and cops didn't come for a few minutes, like or hours later. Like I'm just frustrated because I don't think that we should just put our trust in y'all because y'all cops. We should just trust y'all automatically. That's what I think. Like how like you guys
That's a good question. I don't want you to trust me. This is my job, and the officers sitting up here, and the members of the Chester Police Department's job to earn your respect and your trust. Okay, it's that simple. We have to figure out how to gain your trust. And you're right, you've seen a lot. You've seen more than you probably ever should have seen. Anybody should have seen. We all have. When I asked you guys to raise your hands, that's a lot of bodies out there. That's a lot of friends, brothers and sisters, okay, cousins, sometimes fathers and mothers. It's a small community.
And I think that is something that is worthy of considering. That's something that you need to challenge yourselves about. Because I wanted to come over here and play devil's advocate and ask a question that I feel like the police should ask. What do you think is the reason for the violence? Why do you think there is all this crime in the city that's being committed by a certain group of people, young people, and we keep seeing, as what he said, the same people doing the same thing over and over and over. And so I'm interested, because I thought to myself, hold on, one second now, I'm going to raise your hand. I'm thinking to myself, how many people in here live with their parents? Okay, and maybe it'll sound like a dumb question to you consider that the fact that I live with my mother lives on 8th Street, and I get beat up because I'm from 8 Ball. Okay, I live where I live because that's where my mother lives, and that's what you all do. And yet you fight each other. What you know when some mother is somewhere crying about her child. So that's the question that she's posing before you today. That's the challenge that she's putting before you today. And it's time, and the reason why we're here, Chanel, is because they're trying to formulate a relationship. They're trying to form a relationship with you guys so that you don't see them as the bad guy and they don't see you as horrible, but you realize that together we're a community. And the only way we can heal this community is if we all are conscientious about where it is that we are in what we do. So that's why we're here.
Most of the time, it's senseless killing. That's black on black crime every day. I got, where? 8 or 9? 8. All 8 at the hands of another black individual. Do the math. What's more important? What's more detrimental to this community in the situations that we have? Every time there's an incident involving police officers, it's investigated. You may not always agree on the outcome, but you have to look at the totality of everything involved. All right? But when I go to a crime scene almost on a weekly basis where there's a deceased individual, there's a shooting almost daily, and most of the time, somebody that ends the victim is the one that's hit. How do I combat that when the community refuses to get involved? How can you stand by and shake hands with a murderer who's sitting in your car? Okay? Killed your best friend. How can we solve a crime when I have mothers, fathers, refuse to cooperate with the police and tell us who killed their loved one laying in the middle of the street? And they tell us, it's your job, you figure it out. Okay. There's not so much that goes on in the city that we don't know about. See, I can know who pulled the trigger, but I have to prove it in a court of law. I can't go and take somebody to court and trial based on hearsay. And you want to know why a lot of crimes get solved faster in other communities than they do in Chester? Because in other communities, everybody speaks up because they don't want to live like that. They're not going to stand next to somebody that took another life for something stupid because you were in the wrong neighborhood, or you disrespected my girl, or you were with my girl, or my ex-girl. Okay? They're not going to take each other's life over that dumb stuff. They're not going to celebrate it either. They're not going to put it on YouTube. Okay? They're not going to do that. Because it's a bigger world out there. And some of you, when you graduate, you're going to college, you're going to realize, yo, man, that was stupid. Because everywhere else in this world, they're moving forward. They're celebrating life. They're doing things. Okay? They realize that this little community that we live in, it's more out there for them. So let me say something real quick. At the end of the day, police officers are human. Okay? When you see something, say something. It doesn't matter if it's involving a cop. If you see something, if you feel as though that's unjust and they were wrong, speak your mind. Okay? There are policies and procedures to deal with that type of situation. If you see something, say something. Okay? Wilding out, tearing up stuff is not the answer. When you see something, you don't like it, come to the police station or pick up the phone, dial 911, say, hey, look, I want to report something and I want to speak to somebody. And if an officer comes to your house and you're not quite comfortable with that particular officer, say, I want to speak to somebody else. Right? Don't be afraid. This is why we're here. And like I explained to you earlier, I was sitting right in these seats many years ago. Okay? I didn't like cops. I had nothing but bad encounters with police officers. Even to this day, when I'm driving in my car, I'm going down 95, I get pulled over. I got pulled over a year ago because I had a brand new car. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going down 95, I'm going to Maryland. I see the police, or the trooper, over to the right, in the cut. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, nothing's going on. I knew he was going to come out. He comes out, he gets him up the wrong spot, and he stays there for 2 miles. Finally, he decides to turn his lights on and pull me over. I didn't say anything. I pulled over, rolled my windows down, turned my interior light on, put both my hands up on the steering wheel. First thing out of his mouth is, where you headed? Okay, I see where this is going already. I didn't give him any reason to escalate the situation. Even though I didn't agree with what he was doing, I kept my cool. I told him where I was going. I was going to see my girl. All right? I asked him if he wanted my driver's license, my registration. He wanted to know about my car. Okay. I'm going to answer the question. Then when I pull my wallet out, he sees my ID. Now he gets nervous. Who are you? I identified myself. Oh, wow. Oh, haven't I said no? Why'd you pull me over? He couldn't give me an answer. So that's fine. I dialed 911. I requested his supervisor. His supervisor came. The supervisor got there. He was a little cocky at first, but he didn't know who I was either. But once he seen my identification, he realized, oh, this ain't no regular dude here. I asked him a question. Sir, all due respect, I'd like to know why I was pulled over. This is a routine traffic stop. In other words, they didn't have a reason. Okay? When he approached me, he was looking for me to do something stupid, to give him a reason. Now, if I would have gave him attitude, I would have lost. Because the pen is mightier than the sword. Always remember that. The pen is mightier than the sword. So you can ask, when you see a situation out there on the streets, and you don't like it or you don't understand what's taking place, don't get upset about it. Just ask to speak to the officer and say, hey, can you explain why you did this and you did that? And I guarantee you, 90% of the time, the officer's going to say, hold on, wait till I'm finished, what I'm doing. He's going to come back and have a conversation with you. And you don't have to agree. That's what's so great about this country. You can disagree all you want. You can protest all you want. That's your right. We're here to try to open the line of communication with you guys. Okay? We want to hear your feedback. We want to know what's going on. Are our cops perfect? No. Do they make mistakes? Yes. Do they get a little hotter than collar? Yes. But if they get hot, they lose control, don't lose control, tell us. Because they're supposed to be the professionals. They're the ones that receive the training.
Thank you for the question. I think I want to have honesty in this room. I live in Philly. Anytime anybody asks me where I work, and I say I work at Chester High, there's always doing where they live, what they look like, what their last name sounds like. I tell them this on almost a daily. We need to be honest about that. And the police do it too. This is why we have this hostility across the country. And we can't deal with that, we can't fix it if we're not honest about that. They get prejudged. And you all know this. So my question is, at what point are you all going to work on this so we can fix it?
I'll be honest with you, we're working on it right now. Okay. You guys are prejudged. Guess what? As a police officer in the city of Chester, we are prejudged.
But you all have guns and pepper spray and nightsticks. So the prejudging on your part has much more dire consequences than the prejudging on their part. So again, I keep it real. So we have to be honest about this because at the end of the day, I'm going back to Philly. And they're going back to walk up and down the streets in Chester. As you heard.
When somebody does prejudge you, to prove them wrong. When somebody thinks that you're one thing and you prove that you're not, that's a powerful thing.
Well, the community has spoken, bricklayers. That's a good place to stop. When someone prejudges you, you prove them wrong. That's a universal language for a universe of people who can choose to command the respect and authority over ourselves and over our communities and govern ourselves accordingly and declare and decree the respect over our bodies and over our own person and over our families and uphold our own selves to the highest honor and regard and embrace our own lives at the utmost importance and set the precedence to how others treat us and view us and perceive us. So when we step in any room at any time in front of any set of persons, we command that authority. We command that respect. It supersedes us. So we have to step in unity. We have to check ourselves. It's the most important thing to do to begin to change the mindset and set the foundation and set the formation of where it is that we're trying to go in leadership over ourselves and governing our own homes and our families and our bodies and our minds and our spirits. So I'm going to leave it right there. Bricklayers, look forward to talking to you. Hats off to you seniors. Congratulations as you move forth in your endeavors. Community Bricklayers, One Touch Media. Talk to you soon.